Well, sorry. Having a few technical difficulties, as you always do with these things. I was trying to stream to Instagram. Now, I don't know whether anyone could do me a favour. If anyone's got Instagram. If anyone's got Instagram, because they just see whether you can see me live right now. That would be fantastic. Sorry about this. Classic Instagram, trying to do too much. Right, let's see. Okay. Hopefully, it should be working. Excelente. So we should be live everywhere. Okay. I'm very sorry about that, technical issues. Changed my password earlier, that was foolish. So anyway, I'm going to start. I'm just going to start. London calling to the faraway towns. The war is declared and battle come down. London calling. You boys and girls, London calling. Now don't look to us. Phony Beatlemania has bitten the dust. London calling, and we ain't got no swing except for the ring of that truncheon thing. The ice age is coming, the sun's zooming in. meltdown expected. The wheat is growing thin, the engine stopped running, but I got no fear, 'cause London is drowning out. Live by the river, London calling to the imitation zone. Forget it, brother, you can go it alone. London calling to the zombies of death. Quit holding out and draw another breath. London calling, I wanna shout, but when we were talking, I saw you nodding out. London calling, and we ain't got no highs, except for the ones with the yellowy eyes. The ice age is coming, the sun's zooming in. Meltdown expected, the wheat is growing thin. The engine stopped running, but I got no fear, 'cause London is drowning. I live by the river. London calling, London calling, London calling, London calling. Well, thank you very much. I'm Slow Walk. After a few little technical issues there, hopefully everyone is watching now on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. I wanted to go full social for this event, this launch. So just let me check if anyone's there. And hopefully you can all hear some sound. Okay, so the reason for this gig this evening is that at 8:15 on YouTube, hopefully I'm going to make it because I'm running a bit late now, the premiere of my latest single, Sherlock, Holmes would know, will be on. And I'm hoping that you've all dressed up in your finest tuxedos and evening dress and wear, and you will come and join me for the premiere. There's going to be a lot of celebrities there, obviously, in their own houses because of, obviously, social distancing rules. But it'd be great if you could join me. So I thought it'd be fun to do a little gig. This is very last minute. I threw this together this week. Of originals and covers inspired by this incredible city. They're either written about or in or around London, and obviously the first song is one of the finest songs, to be honest, written, I think, with London in the title. So let me just set up. As you can see, I'm getting a bit cozy now, so I'm going to sit down for this one. So let's move that a little bit. Okay, so so the first song was obviously London Calling by The Clash, which is a fantastic London-based song, also quite political. I think it's suitable right now as we sit waiting, literally biting our nails on the results of the election. And love that song, just wanted a good excuse to play it, really. And now this song is actually an original tune. It was actually a Magic Bullet Theory song from many years ago, written and recorded by myself and the other half of Magic Bullet Theory, Ian Kitchen, who I think is still working, so sadly can't be with us. But we recorded this song, and he pretty much really played everything else other than the singing, really. And we recorded it in our old workplace, and we actually had so much fun. We literally used everything in the building. We hit bins. I apologise, Jason, if you're watching. We had so much fun making this song. And it's about when I used to work in Soho and used to see a sort of, I don't know what they called, a prophet of doom, an end is nigh kind of fella who was always, telling us about the end of the world. And it sort of made me think, it's an interesting thing to do. It's an interesting job. And so I wrote this song. It's kind of about that. It's also a bit about Soho itself. And so this is called Alfonso's Got the Nuclear Blues. Now, didn't know the name of the guy, but I've always liked the name Alfonso. And there's a very good reason. I now have a very good friend who hopefully is watching called Alfonso. Just bear me a second, I have to do a quick tune. Okay, so you can see how professional I am. I've even got my own headphones in. Like I'm doing a gig in Wembley Stadium, which, you know, is only a little bit bigger than this place. So yeah, this is Alfonso's Got the Nuclear Blues. Hopefully, Alfonso, you're watching. Okay, here we go. And what a strange job it must be, advertising doomsday. You preach to us all day for free, but we don't want to hear you. And while the world's okay with you, Alfonso's got the nuclear blues. Where are you? And what a strange world it must be, where all things have an ending. Perhaps he's not crazy at all, but that's the message he is sending. You got to listen to me, the world is gonna end. You're so certain of our fate, how come you still got time to wait? God help you. And while the stars still shine for you, Alfonso's got the nuclear blues. Alfonso's got the nuclear blues. And what a strange life it must be. Thank you very much. These headphones keep on coming out. I wonder if, you know, Beyonce has this problem. Probably not. You know, probably doesn't need the headphones. She's actually had special digital ones, you know, put in. Because, you know, when you're at the top of the game, you can maybe do that. I was thinking about it. But I opted for having a bad pair, cheap pair of white ones instead. So hopefully you're all watching. It's a bit hard for me to kind of chat with you today because I'm sat down and stuck here. So kind of talk amongst yourselves if, you know, get fed up listening to me. So this next song is by one of my favourite. Okay, so I'm going to rattle on a little bit more. So who is actually watching? Let's have a quick look. Okay, I think we're on to our next song. So, this is one of my favourite London bands. I believe they're from London. We're going to go back to the 60s now. They're actually associated, one of their other songs is probably one of the most famous London songs ever. I thought about playing that, but I thought this was quite fun. And this always, again, reminds me of Soho. I used to work there. And just like this song. So, quickly check the tune again. So yeah, this, if you know this song, sing along. It's got a great sing along section. You'll pretty much know what it is in a second. They seek him here, they seek him there. I'm going to start that again. They seek him here, they seek him there. His clothes are brown, but never square. Breaking, but he's got to buy the best, 'cause he's a dedicated follower of fashion. And when he does his little rounds round the boutiques of Camden Town, eagerly pursuing all the latest fads and trends, 'cause he's a dedicated follower of fashion. Oh yes he is, oh yes he is, oh yes he is, oh yes he is. He thinks he is a flower to be looked at, and as he pulls his frilly pant buttons right up tight, he feels a dedicated follower of fashion. Oh yes he is, oh yes he is, oh yes he is, oh yes he is. There's one thing that he likes, and that is flattery. One week he's in polka dots, the next week he's in stripes, 'cause he's a dedicated follower of fashion. They seek him here, they seek him there, in Regent Street and Leicester Square. Anywhere the Carnavitian army marches on, each one a dedicated follower of fashion. Oh yes he is, oh yes he is, oh yes he is, oh yes he is. His life revolves round discotheques and parties. This pleasure-seeking individual always looks his best, 'cause he's a dedicated follower of fashion. Oh yes he is, oh yes he is, oh yes he is, oh yes he is. From toe to thumb just like a butterfly. Matters of the club he is as fickle as can be, 'cause he's a dedicated follower of fashion. Yeah, he's a dedicated follower of fashion. Yeah, he's a dedicated follower of fashion. Thank you very much. Okay, so this next song was actually written about yesterday, not literally yesterday, but the 5th of November, and I wrote it last year, and I wanted to write something really about, I think, one of the strangest British traditions, where every year we burn the effigy of an ancient co-conspirator and eat jacket potatoes while we watch him burn. Because obviously, you know, he tried to, it was part of a plot to blow up Parliament. And I find it an interesting song because obviously there's lots of other things that have been done by even people in power that are probably much worse than this. You know, they actually got away with it. They actually did it. They blew something up. You know, it wasn't just a plot. It was plotted and completed. But that's the genius. If you're in power, you know, you can get away with murder, literally. And if you're not, you know, if you're actually a bit fed up and try and do something about it, well, actually, I sound like I'm going to stop talking now. So basically, that's what this song is generally about. It's a bit of a protest song as well, I guess. Not suggesting anyone goes and blows anything up. Unless it's a guy, you know, that's fine. Go and burn like a dummy of a guy. That's brilliant. Remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and plot. I see no reason why gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. It's It's a hell of a thing to try and blow up a king, and such actions they can't be condoned. But for hundreds of years to keep burning this guy seems an honor that wasn't quite earned. Whatever the reason, there's no good in treason, though it can seem like the only way. When the lords in their houses don't care for the masses, as long as they all still get paid. And some of the things done by lords and by kings are as bad as the gunpowder plot. But when done by lords and when done by kings, there's no reason why they shouldn't soon be forgot. So remember the 5th of November, and remember above all other things. Remember, no matter their agenda, you shouldn't blow up lords and kings. And the days when they tried to flay us alive, well, somehow we no longer recall. 'Cause history is made by the victors, they say, but it's actually made by those who rule. So remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and plot. I see no reason why gunpowder treason should ever be forgotten. Okay, so our next song, I'm going to stand up again now. Stand up. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to move my microphone. I'm going to stand up. I'm free. I think for the rest of the gig I'm standing up now, so I might remove my chair, actually. Okay. To the ghosts, my ghost assistants that are helping me this evening. Oh, that's much better. Oh, now I feel like I'm in Wembley Stadium. Look at all this space. It's insane. So, my next song, I'm going to do another little quick tune. Okay, so my next song is another cover, and I hope Chris and Shay are watching. I believe they are. I can't really check, but hopefully they're watching at the moment. I'll try and respond to all of your, I say all of you, the lovely people who have actually written something on the chat, so I'll respond after this, because I'm kind of running out of time, because I started a bit late. So, Chris and Shay, I hope you're watching this. This was a song you introduced me to, Chris. I love it very much, and again, it was just a good reason to play it, really. Now, this was a song written actually by Americans about London, so it's quite a good outsider perspective, I think, on London, but actually I think they captured Soho, for me, perfectly. So, if you know this song, sing along. If you don't, check out the original, it's awesome. Let's start that again. Just going to check something. As I suspected, the Instagram people aren't seeing me properly. So, sorry, let's start this again. I saw a werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand. He was walking through the streets of Soho in the rain. He was looking for a place called Lee Hoo Fook's. Gonna get himself some beef chow mein. Ah, ooh, where was London? Ah, ooh, ah, ooh, where was London? Ah, ooh. You hear him howling round your kitchen door. You better not let him in. Little old lady got mutilated late last night. Werewolves of London again. Ah, ooh, where was London? Ah, ooh, ah, ooh, where was London? Ah, ooh. He's the handy-hairy jet. He's the hairy-handed gent who ran amok in Kent. Lately he's been overheard in Mayfair. You better not go up to him or he'll rip your heart out, Jim. I'd like to meet his tailor. Ah, ooh, where was London? Ah, ooh, ah, ooh, where was London? Ah, ooh. I saw Lon Chaney walking with the Queen. They were doing the Werewolves of London. I saw Lon Chaney Jr. walking with the Queen. They were doing the Werewolves of London. I saw a werewolf drinking a pina colada down at Taylor Jack's. His hair was perfect. Ah, ooh, where was London? Everyone. One more time. Ah, ooh. Where was London? Ah, ah, ooh, where was London? Ah, ooh. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Particularly, I hope you enjoyed that, Chris. Love that song. I hope I did it justice. So, how are we doing for time? This is another original song, and this song was written for a film, actually, yet to be made, and it's really about it's about a character who spends his life in a pub, kind of running away from stuff, and I don't know, particularly, obviously, at the moment, pubs are in a bit of trouble with the situation, so we really need to sort of keep supporting them. And I love a pub. A pub to me is very much London. So that was the tenuous link to play this song, really. It's about a character. It's not autobiographical, of course. I don't drink that much. I don't spend a lot of time in the pub. But this is called In the Pub. Hopefully, Macca, you're watching. Hope you like this, brother. Dear, no matter what I do, never good enough for you. I'm tired of playing games with you. You can find me in the pub. Hey, that's all I wanna do. Go get drunk and act the fool. But dear, must I remind you that you met me in the pub. And when I'm sitting at the bar, I often get to thinking, if I wasn't still in love, would I still be drinking? And I always feel at home when I'm right here on my throne in the pub. It must be love. I never had much time for work. My boss is such an idiot. He wants to come and have a word. He can find me in the pub. If you need a remedy, then come and have a drink with me. It's kind of like a family. At the home, well, it's a pub. And when we're sitting at the bar and telling jokes and drinking, well, there ain't no time for love. No, there ain't no time for drinking. And we're sitting on our phones. Well, we'll always have a home in the pub. It must be love. Welcome home. Okay, I've got one more song for you. So this song, I'm going to quickly tune one more time. Okay, so the reason I played this song is for a number of reasons. One was basically when I did a few clues a couple of weeks ago to my new single, a lot of people guessed that I was actually going to do a cover of this song. So I thought it'd be fun to try and do one. It's actually about the place most commonly associated with Mr. Sherlock Holmes. And obviously, as this is supposedly about the release of my latest single, Sherlock Holmes Would Know, it seemed like an appropriate song. So this is Baker Street. Winding your way down on Baker Street, light in your head and dead on your feet. It's another crazy day. You drink the night away and forget about everything. This city desert, it can feel so cold. So many people, but it's got no soul. And it took you so long to find out you were wrong when you thought it held everything. You used to think that it was so easy. You used to say that it was so easy. But you're trying now. Another year and then you'll be happy. Just one more year and then you'll be happy. But you're crying now. Ba-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. Walk down the street, there's a light on his place. Knock on the door, he's got that look on his face. And he asks you where you've been. You tell him who you've seen, and you talk about anything. He's got this dream of buying some land, gonna give up the booze and the one-night stands, and find a quiet place and settle down and forget about everything. But you know he'll never stop moving. You know he'll never stop moving. 'Cause he's rolling, he's the rolling stone. Outside the window it's a new morning. The sun is shining, it's a new morning. And you're going home. Oh, well, thank you very much. That was Baker Street. And literally, we've got about 5-7 minutes before I'm hoping you'll come and join me. The link should be on my Facebook page if you're watching on Facebook. I'm hoping if you're watching on YouTube, there's a link in the comments box or in the description of the live thing that you're watching. And on Instagram, you can follow the link in my bio that says attend the Sherlock Holmes with no premiere. And hopefully you'll go and join me. It's going to be on in about 8:15, so we've got about 5-6 minutes. So I'll blather on for a little bit more, but if you need to go to the toilet or anything beforehand, get some popcorn, obviously. I just want to say, this is a disclaimer. If there's anyone watching with kids, there is some bad language. There's some swearing, some F-word action in the song, quite continuously. So I thought I should mention that. I don't want to be responsible for, I don't know, for, basically causing any upset, basically. Not dressed like this, I think, they'd arrest me in a second. I look particularly inconspicuous and a bit dodgy, like kind of, I don't know, Crazy Lord Sutch or maybe, a cut-price Jack the Ripper, a really obvious Jack the Ripper with a giant hat. But anyway, I'm waffling on. So Sherlock Holmes would know a little bit just before I go, which is, so it was shot, entirely pretty much here and around the local area by my Southern Martyr. And my Southern DLTs, I should say. And it was a lot of fun to make, and I hope it puts a smile on your face. And thank you very much for joining me tonight. I'm going to check all the comments and get back to you now. But this has been a lot of fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. Messed up a few of the words, but I literally decided to do this on Monday when I knew the lockdown was happening. And I thought, you're all stuck indoors, you can't get away from me. So I thought it was a perfect time to basically sell my wares. If you don't know, it's Bandcamp Friday today, which means if you buy anything of mine on there, I get all the filthy cash. So if you, again, follow the links that I put everywhere on social media, you can go and buy it and I'll get the money. So it's not 12 yet, so, help a brother out. So thank you very much for all watching. I don't know who's been watching. I'm going to have a look in a minute, but you're awesome. I hope you've enjoyed this. This has been a lot of fun, and I'm hoping to do another gig again soon. So have a lovely evening. Come and join me now live for the Sherlock Holmes with no premiere in literally 4 minutes, counting down. So if you want to make any comments afterwards, I won't be doing a director's commentary because you probably won't want one. Come and join me now. Thank you very much for watching.